This unicorn is back with another one. This happened again as well. I have no idea why it looks like that. Why? I literally just wiped it off here. And it's still on there. Hold on a second. It's still on there. Do you know what? I can't be asked. It is what it is, isn't it? Let it stay there. I can't be asked. No, can't be asked. But anyway, I've had an amazing week. What does it say start of the week? Ancestors, what have we got from you today then? Share the protection of my psychosis energy to the connective I ask that you return to send all negative energy projecting evil lie and anybody attempting to do spell work from behind the camera. Because we all know this is what these people love to do, don't they? Transmute all your projections. I've had to go out so much. My hand is frozen. Maybe I need to give the scooter a rest properly. I've been riding it for literally every day. Sometimes stay out longer than I need to, but it's about getting that fresh air. Yeah. So collected, it's an end to individuals, whether it's family, exes, past people, corrupt organizations, trying to forcibly, corruptively keep you in the energy of Five of Pentacles. That's kind of like their judgment. So it's literally like the universe is like switching things around, so to speak. So all that was stolen, taken, siphoned, whether it be illegally, corruptively, definitely illegally, I see, definitely illegally, is being returned. Whether the punishment be spiritually or physically, either way, I don't care. Just magic control, that's all. But anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. Do you know what? I really can't stand electric heaters. I will never get used to electric heaters. Literally, there's nothing like gas central heating. Yeah. Some of you receive some type of Ace of Cups. Physically, monetarily, spiritually. It's all energy. It's all energy. Some of you are, yeah. Ooh. We got the Ace of Wands, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. Ooh. Now, for some reason, this, I don't really sense that, I think this is someone honorable, purely because if there was any confusion, it would have kind of come out on the fence, so to speak. But this came out straight to the point, cutthroat, with the Sun and the Ace of Wands. So some of you are going on some type of new venture. Somebody's starting things new. You could be possibly, I don't know, going to university, I don't know, taking a cruise around the world, taking a holiday, receiving a car, learning to drive, all those lovely things, all those positive things. Whatever it is for you, my collective, Again, there's two ways. The King of Pentacles with the Sun, either it's been revealed or illuminated to an individual who you are, or they've either come to realization themselves or they've received some type of information. It can go either way with the Sun in it, but the Sun is shedding light or some type of exposure, whether that be word of mouth or with your own visibility. But whatever it is, I think that someone wants to partake in something with you, maybe a collaboration. Maybe somebody wants to speak some type of truth, but somebody wants to show you some type of Ace of Cups. Let's just say that. But you're already in that energy, so I like to say that you're short of love because you love yourself, so it's for that marriage. Yeah. This is your justice. I would say that these people, whoever, like, it varies for everybody. Do you understand? Community, your immediate surroundings, and that even includes like neighbors and stuff like that. So all of those that partook in these plots and plans. And the thing about it is they don't have to, but they just, considering they have a high disliking, purely because they see in you what they lack in themselves. So instead of dealing with whatever it is that they lack within themselves, they'd rather team up and project. But you're getting justice for this. They didn't even get justice, so they've done things in a way where they may have been at the forefront of all these activities first, but this is how you know that they've been hacking and cloning shit, because they've then gone on to pay third parties or pay random strangers to be their eyes, ears, and their attackers. Be their flying monkeys, in essence. Let's just say that's what it is. This is also like not just people in the community, people you may have grew up with, people you may have been friends with. These are people that never treated you fairly. It's like he was always used, not just as a scapegoat, but as like a means of amusement. Not realizing, because even I thought this is like, if I can know now, if I could know then what I know now, to understand things might have played out differently. But the divine has other plans. But anyway, these are people that always had some type of secret animosity, and it's really strange that if I don't like someone, I don't like someone. I'm not gonna stalk you. I'm not gonna watch you. I'm not gonna ask information about you. I'm not gonna try and hack your devices. And I definitely ain't going to file false reports about you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Period. You don't exist. On God, you don't exist. So I find it really funny how your biggest haters can't even go a day without speaking about you, can't go a day without stalking you. And clearly, from what I'm gathering, this individual, whoever this is, whether that be your in this energy or someone else, it's clear to see. It's clear to see. They rallied up a troop. They rallied up the troops basically to watch people's downfall. And that's what they do. This is what this particular, I see multiple gangs of these individuals, but they all come together on one accord for one ultimate goal, which is to steal, kill, and destroy. But other than that, these people don't associate. Funny that, isn't it? These people don't even like each other. Let me just say that. They don't even like each other. Yeah. This is why now, because we know so much, or we have the foresight that we have, or the divine gave us the downloads that he did, even unto like your ancestors, they're angry because they don't know how you know what you know. But when you think about it clearly, the people you grew up around, yeah, they knew. because you would always say things that came to pass. They never ever gave acknowledgement for or credit. They may have like mentioned once or two little small things, but there are a lot of instances where you foresaw something and you spoke on it, believing you were trying to give them some good advice or just warn them about something, whatever the case may be, or telling that something's not a good idea. And then when what you said happened, the fact that you knew and you told them pissed them off, which is weird. I don't get that. But anyway, as I said, justice is here, not just for the targeted individuals, for any individual that hasn't, yeah. The King of Swords in reverse landed on the sun card. So this tells me some truths have been exposed about King of Swords in the reverse. Regarding a temperance energy. I know there's female on there, but it could still be male. What I'm trying to say to you is, I'm getting two scenarios. One being, this individual self-nominated herself to be some type of authority figure, matriarch, that they clearly are not, because they was how they was promoting themselves was not their energy. It was energy that they stole from somebody else. So when they seen that everything was going in their favor, because before this happened, believe it or not, he's in the reverse. So that just tells me it's just a scumbag. Point blank period. It's a scumbag. So it's either this person thought it was like an authoritarian figure, or they thought it was high and mighty, or this is a corrupt individual of authority. That could be in any caliber. That could be crooked doctors, crooked police, crooked judges, solicitors, doctors, the works, therapists, the lot. So it seems to me, whatever this person was doing illegally, they was being funded, possibly. Or they used that, they manipulated their energy to make it seem as though, because this is in the upright, so that tells me this is the person who was stealing the energy from, or trying to impersonate, so to speak. So then this King of Pentacles must have been some type of collaborator. I don't know what part he plays, but I do know he's funding something, or they could be friends, work colleagues possibly, and they've been exposed that they attacked a specific individual to get their wishes fulfilled, to have their desires met, to entertain their sinister extracurricular activities. Glad you don't want to know. And I think it seems to me like somebody's overseeing some type of justice being served, or either that, or they're putting this individual on blast. And I did say, once all the spells and illusions are obliterated, and people start to wake up to the truth of what this person's been hiding, they're going to realize, yeah, the same things they did to the target they was targeting is similar to things they experienced. They're not also going to realize when these misfortunes or bad things happened, who was around every situation? Who was around every situation? Ooh, I hit the nail on the head because they jumped off. That's an admission to me. So anyway, the fact that this person obviously was masquerading as some type of person of the light, when I tell you straight to your face, collective, they ain't. They play a good game, they ain't. They are all the way in the dark. And I go as far to say as they love it there. So you can tell these are older people, and I tell you why, because they've had decades to home in on the skills of deceiving people and mirroring people's energy to make you believe, oh, we're two peas in a pod. Nothing short. So anyway, yeah. So whether this person was funding this person or whatever the case may be, covering for them, they're no longer doing so. If this individual, from what I'm sensing is, they're basically saying you can go down by yourself. Do you understand? I'm not going to allow you to destroy what I built up. So clearly, this individual built up their establishment with their own blood, sweat, and tears. They may have taken little corners, but I'm not sensing that is anything near what this devil in the skin suit. Do you understand? Maybe they went and decided to go and do their own investigation, possibly. Maybe they did it unbeknownst to, because these type of people, when they tell you their lies, do you understand? They do it in a way where they've coerced you into believing what they say. Do you understand? Even if it comes, I can guarantee this person probably shed some tears too, to make you believe the lie, or to make you go along with the false narrative they like to push about people. This is someone who's seasoned in this type of activities. Kind of, you got to be very careful about the words you use. So let's just say seasoned in their sinister activities. What I do know is there's a whole group of these people. They like to recruit as well. Yeah. This is someone that hops in and out of this war. Not even hops. This is somebody that probably has multiple what? They're a polygamist. And they only associate with like-minded individuals that don't mind or are acceptable of polyamorous. So basically, this is just a blatant energy vampire in disguise. This is a witch or a warlock, because like I said, there's a king of swords in verse, but it still could be a female. It could be a female that's very masculine, but they try to perceive it as, I'm just passionate about my shit. No, you're just passionate about convincing people of your lies. Let's be clear. Because if you're true to yourself, do you understand? You shouldn't have to tell somebody and convince somebody of your truth. It would be seen clearly. Do you understand? So anyway, yeah, they do it. They either do it for, like I said, to gain new ventures, to get a leg up. But the ultimate goal is finances. Again, these are like bottom of the barrel individuals that, although they may have a few pennies, let's be clear, because there's no other abundance. Do you understand the abundance you get from God? That can't be taken back unless you do something to mess yourself up. Do you understand? But when you sign allegiance with these little secret societies, there's a restriction there. Do you understand? It's like you're on a leash. But I'm sensing these people, some of these people went rogue. Or maybe they've been booted out of some type of group. Or possibly voted out. So, ooh. So did they all, ooh. So they was excluded from some type of either a meeting or a group chat. I just heard for once the topic wasn't a collective. Oh, damn. Okay. So the topic wasn't a collective. Oh, so the topic was this individual. Yeah. So maybe these people are probably discussing the fact that this person ain't shit, they're a liar. They throw anybody under the bus, even their own colleagues. And so they got to go. Damn, they got to go. So yeah, this is the one that's the reckless one. This is the one that got too above their station, so to speak. But they didn't do. I don't think they got consent. I'm quite sure you're supposed to have to like all be in agreement. So this is a very egotistical, malignant, demonic narcissist. A very dark, demonic narcissist. And they do say in it, the devil doesn't come all like, roar. He comes whispering sweet nothings in your ear. He comes very charismatic, even as an angel of light in disguise. So talking this person's mask has been ripped off. All their disguise has been uncovered. Because it was clearly shielding or covering herself with other people's energy. Ooh. Collective. Remember I said to you guys not too long ago, yeah? No matter what time of the day it is, call back your power. Even if you've got to do it 3 times, I just do it repeatedly. Do you understand? Call back all your energy, call back your power that was stolen from you, known and unknown. Because these people can sit in a conversation with you because whatever they was taught, they know how to siphon from you. And I know this because I was somewhere, yeah, where there was a court case. And I had this, do you know what? Certain told me this is what this person was going to try. Definitely, yeah. I kid you not. What they like to do, they like to attach a cord to you, yeah? And how you feel it. There's many ways you can feel it, but one of the telltale signs are a weird pain in your back. And sometimes, depending on how they're draining you, is real debilitating. So imagine if you're healthy, you exercise, you take very good care of yourself, and then all of a sudden, this person comes into the picture or into the vicinity where you are, even in eye shot range. They sit right behind you, and I felt it. I'm going to speak on it. I felt it clear as day. Because I knew it. I already done half the downloads about it. So I was really prepared. That's what they don't know. How do they not know? Because they're not of the light. They just pretend to be. Okay? So anyway, I'm sat there, yeah. They clearly did spell work on the actual case itself. Just from how it was spoken to, I sensed it. And I knew straight off the bat. So I thought, cool. But it was done in a way to make me respond negatively or get angry. And I didn't. So these little covert, hidden, weak warlocks, this is what they do. They will try and attach something to you. So they will sit in your vicinity, unbeknownst to you. I don't know if it's some type of amulet or they will actually recite some type of spell work. Do you understand? Or set it up for that particular day. And I felt something. Let me tell you something. You know when you watch Aliens, yeah, and the aliens came out of that woman's chest, and the way she was like that, but it was my spine. It's like I felt something trying to attach itself to my spinal cord, not my back, my spinal cord. Do you understand me? That's where your essence lies. You understand me? I felt it. I felt that attempt. Do you understand? But I was already covered anyway. Do you understand? But I knew. And this person had the audacity to believe that they can have a conversation. Like we're just supposed to forget all the disgusting things you did. Like they really think they don't know about the lies they've been spilling. The one thing about lies is you gotta have a good memory. The one thing about lies is when you don't give it any energy, it dies out because people will see exactly who you are. And those that choose not to see collective, let me tell you something, yeah? They never deserved your presence in the first place. And another thing, what I find funny is when people say to me, oh, you don't look like what you've been through, yeah? That's because God restored me. Had it not been for the grace of God, I probably wouldn't have been here. They made attempts in my life multiple times. And I've mentioned this. I had pneumonia. I had pneumonia. And I had it all set up. Imagine, I didn't call 999, but the ambulance turned up. What's all that about? How'd you go from calling 111 to all of a sudden an ambulance coming for you? They don't never come for you. That was planned. Do you understand? They want my organs. They already decided what, they really agreed on what part of me that they want. Hell no. And this is what they do, and they learn it from the same people that govern this country. They also assisted the governor of this realm. Not the creator, the governor of this realm. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? If you know, you know. If you don't, you need to go and ask somebody. But yeah, I'm telling you, anytime it's more prevalent than not. You will not believe the amount of people that are at their own ego and jealousy. So do you know what? The devil is having a field day. Because you're playing your insecurities, plant these negative seeds in your head and make you do dumb shit. The difference is, you will be shown the light, but it's up to you if you choose to take that path or not. These people didn't. They like things easy come, easy go. The same way you obtained it, the same way you're going to lose it. Period. You've been getting away with this for far too long. Again, your number one siphoners are your own family members, your own parental figures, siblings too. For a lot of you, trigger warning, they was your first molesters. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what this person did, and I knew. And this is why you've got to protect yourself, regardless of where you are, because it's okay being a good person, but at the same time, excuse me, you got to be careful who you're good to. I learned the hard way. As brutal as it was, I'm grateful for the lesson. It taught me a lot. And it also helped me to heal as well, because people have a canny way of projecting their insecurities onto you and trying to make you absorb it like it's your own. So then all of a sudden, the elements that they had, all of a sudden, you for yourself, you're thinking, yeah. That's another form of energy siphoning. So they're taking your good energy and they're pushing their negativity onto you. It's like they're swapping things out. So be mindful. Be mindful. Because this is rife, let me tell you, like, how can I say? Most people think that like the devil really comes at nighttime. Hell no. Any time of the day. Do you understand? They just prefer a certain hour of the night. Do you understand? But where they're so desperate for people's energy, oh, it's a free for all with these people. But anyway, this is what they do, so just be mindful of these individuals. Like I said, the number one perpetrators will be your own family members. I said what I said and I stand on it. Yeah. For some of you, although they was able to take a lot from you, you have like so you must be in now, even though you have a balance of your feminine and masculine energy, yeah, you're in your emperor energy. Like this is your get shit done energy. This is your beast mode energy. This is I ain't taking no prisoners energy. Do you understand? I'm not entertaining no foolishness. This is what these people are. They're very childish, they're very foolish, they're very petty. And the sad thing about it is, a lot of them are your elders. What do you know? The worst is when are the elders. Don't get me wrong, they're bad of all ages. Do you understand me? But in my experience, ones I've encountered, especially them because they act like, oh, because they're older, they're less of a threat. What can I look at this old person like me? What can I? Shh. That's the biggest smokescreen I ever heard. Don't fall for it. But anyway, considering what they've stolen from you, they can no longer do that. Like I said, for some of you, it is some type of inheritance that they stole. Is to keep you down so that you can't prosper, but they can prosper off of you. May that make sense? But whatever it was, I wouldn't say you was overly cautious. I would say you're very resilient, and by hook or crook, this is where your ancestors come in, and like the loved ones that have been taken too early for money. Let's be for real. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. But anyway, the lessons you did learn from the right people taught you how to be very resourceful. So what my kids would say to me is, "Mum, you can always make something out of nothing." I don't know how. It just comes to you. Do you understand? That's a download. It just comes to you. And then you put it to use, you utilize it. But yeah, you're in emperor energy, like you're not taking no prisoners, you're not taking no bullshit. Peep their tactics. And it's funny how when you peep their tactics, you share it, because that's what you meant to do. You meant to share that knowledge so that other people can protect themselves. Do you understand? It's not about accolades or getting some reward. We don't do this for rewards. We do this to assist people in protecting themselves. Do you understand? And knowing who their enemies are. Because a lot of you people are blind to it. Your loyalty is misplaced. Your loyalty is blind. Because the ones doing the most damage to you are the ones whispered in your ears, the ones you held as some type of confidant, the ones you share everything with, the ones you bend over backwards for. Now I ask you this. Some of you are the kind of energy where I get pride. It's not even about pride. But with these individuals, they always want you when they need something, or you could be of some type of use. But let you ask anything or them to assist you, they're not interested. They've always got some kind of excuse. So they just flat just don't answer you. Or straight, I'm busy. I'm busy. I can't talk now. I'm busy. Notice the pattern of it, collective. Do you understand? This is the year for these people to be called out. Point blank, period. Even if it's your own child, who is clearly a karmic child, that's another thing. These people like to lock you down, deliberately procreate with you, not give a damn about the kids, solely so that they can tap into your bloodline's ancestral wealth. Because clearly theirs must be cursed. Because anybody with that mindset clearly has to be a devil. Period. They like to build their foundations. They like to build their foundations, yeah, off of other people's shit. Imagine that. Imagine an ex-friend coming up to you and seeing that you're struggling or you're a bit down in your luck. And then he give you £100. And you're thinking like, are you sure? Because they've never done this before. Let me tell you something. They're giving you your own shit. The shit that they helped steal from you. What do you mean? When they're showing us about, look at all these nice things that I got, but can never really explain how they acquired it. I'm telling you. They acquired it by betraying you for money. Period. Because they was acting out of their lower chakras, which was their unhealed version. We all got traumas, but there's no excuse to use that to harm other people. Especially when they showed you nothing but love and never once reciprocated those behaviors. You get fucked for that. Yeah. Death is here. For so many people, death's even around them. You never notice you know your own energy, and you can go to certain places, or even, doesn't have to be people you know. This can be people in general, yeah? And within a short period of time, you can sense a heaviness. It's like the air gets thick. Some of you are very sensitive to energies, and that way is good because that way you can move accordingly to protect yourself, but at the same time, guide others to do the same for themselves. But anyway, yeah, you're very resourceful. It's like no matter what these people try, you just take it and build, 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 build. It's literally like you're a machine. And this is gonna sound really random, yeah. You know, I just heard, and I would never use it, but this is the words I heard. I won't say it like how they say it. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. And these are qualities people know about you. Because remember, these people study you. But what they were studying was the old version. What they were studying was the unhealed version. Tricks are for kids. There's a depth to that. You put a depth to the old gene. It's like you came through this year kicking the door down. You wasn't knocking. You said, nah, hell no. And any door that was locked, you made your own. Yeah, see? Yeah. These people is either they're lacking faith now, they're lacking some type of determination because they couldn't stop your determination. So they're probably realizing that there's nothing they can do. You're on the road to your Ace of Pentacles. That is the energy that you're emanating in, or that's the frequency you're emanating in. So it's literally like you draw opportunities to you, or opportunities kind of like just open up for you. Right place, right time. That's funny. It's like you have to get used to, excuse me, you have to get used to divine timing. Because when you think it right, your guys may know that it's not the right time. So don't see a delay as a disappointment. Just see it as it's not the time. And that's what they want. They want you to put that mind, they want you to put that mindset in your head. So that in essence, you bring it into fruition. I've had to learn that myself. So, it might have just taken a bit longer than others, but once you know the tactics and the MO of these individuals, because you're Queen of Cups. It's like the way you shine, the way you radiate warmth. It's kind of like, what's the word I want to use? There's no agenda behind it. And I hear people say this a lot. It's like you now have to stop judging people on your own experiences, in the sense of these people want you to believe that everybody's just like them, or this is just how people are. No. You have a choice. But these people want you to believe that there's no other choice other than to submit to being enslaved by these people. When yet, though, you're gaining nothing. If anything, you're declining. And these people don't give a damn whether you've got kids, they don't care if you've got bills to pay, they don't give a damn. And they've shown that clearly. So continue this year with your head held high. Period. They know who you are. Those that need to know who you are, collective. Those that don't need to know, it is what it is, isn't it? Do you understand? But these people they're stuck, they're stagnant. There's no forward movement for these people. They know what they have to do. It's not rocket science, but they refuse to do it, and that's fine. That's their free will. Do you understand? And we use our free will to move forward and move accordingly. That's your balance. what did I just say to you about being able to, even with how they was attacking you, what they was stealing from you, you still found balance. You still kept your balance. You were still able to assist for all your own needs. Do you understand? And still flourish and thrive. And they didn't want that. I can see something like that. You know, when someone's so goes like this, and then the juggle just comes down. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's funny. Yeah. This is a good tower. It's a good tower for the collective. It's a bad tower for them. Anything built on faulty grounds, lies, slander, witchcraft, corruption, theft, is being destroyed. These people can't rebuild because anything they did build, they built it off of what they stole and what they siphoned from other people. Had they done it off of their own back and own blood, sweat, and tears, they would still have those things. But they wanted the quick fix, and that's fine, that's on them, innit? Collective, be proud of yourself that you took the path most less traveled. Now you reached the end. It's the final countdown. Yeah, even these little weirdos on this app as well. You've got these weirdos trying to engage in conversation. So what they were trying to do to trick you is to ask you a stupid question. Knowing they know full well the answer to it, it's just a way for you to engage. And in their mind, even though we know it's not valid, yeah, that's not consensual. They're seeing it as, oh, you're giving me the consent to attack you. You're giving me the consent to do rituals on you. You're giving me the consent to try and attach myself to you. Which part and when? When that was never spoken about, and that was never speculated. So what are you talking about? This is how delusional and demonic these people are. So for those that are not awakened, you need to wake up quick. Like the divine says, we don't leave nobody behind. Those are people that choose to stay behind, that's on them, innit? But don't allow somebody else to make you forfeit yourself. That makes no sense. Or dragged into unnecessary drama. But yeah, it's like you're attracting everything you desire. You are the epitome of spiritual wealth. For some of you, may also be something's coming to you. Like we know there's like the spies in the chat. We know there's the NPCs in the chat. We know there's the fly monkeys in the chat. We all know. We know that they're stalking from fake accounts. It is what it is. Why I'm saying this is like this is something they don't want you to receive. Because then once you receive it, collective, it confirms to them that their end is near. It confirms to them that everything they put into destroying you only ended up destroying themselves. But again, that's their choice. Don't feel sorry for these people. Because when they was attacking you and attacking your children, they didn't feel an ounce of remorse. They just don't like that now the divine's showing them the same courtesy that they've shown the divine's people, period. These are people that like to judge you by their own standards. It's like they're trying to force their mindset and their way of thinking onto you. For some of you, it's like they want you to think how they think. Told you, look, Page of Pentacles. Something's coming as a positive eventual outcome, so I'm sensing that whatever was stolen is being returned in some way, shape, or form, but in a way that will make you very happy. And these people are sat spying and watching to see when it's going to come in. So if they have to spy to see when this blessing is going to come, they have no access. Access denied. Four of Wands. You're stable. So the more you're not the more you're stable. The more you ascend, because you're already stable. You stayed stable. The more you're stable is the more these people are declining, because that's the whole point of these little people's organizations and what they've been in agreement with. In order for them to upscale, that's why and this is why their karma is going to be all the worse, for the simple fact of it was unwarranted, unjustified, and you never reciprocated the energy they reciprocated to you. For some of you could have, that's what they banked on. You kind of sensed it, and then your guides confirmed it. For some of you, even your ancestors. Some of you I'm hearing, I'm not sure if it's a mother, a grandmother, or a grandfather. But you kept seeing like the signs, and you kept hearing or seeing something that reminded you of these individuals. And that was your confirmation. So your holiday season's over now. Some of you always wanted to travel or see the world. You're going to be able to do that. Some of you just wanted happiness. You can't buy or use another individual to give you happiness. True happiness is from within. And I learned that. And I tell you how I got the gist of that, because I was guided to watch certain things. And when I saw people with like far less than what I had, but how happy and how grateful they was just to see another human being, it was nuts. And you know what added to it as well? It made me put a little tear as well. They never asked for anything. Even when people were trying to donate and buy and give them things, it's like they didn't want to take it. What you're donating, when it's going to give them like money, it's like, no. We don't need it. If that was these people, they would have bit your hand off. They would have bit your hand off. Clarify stability and holidays, Spirit. Thank you. Can you say for stability and holidays? Current energy. Yeah. I told you. I'm saying I'm saying this is for the collector, so this is the truth of the matter. Whether it be a hard realization, it is what it is. They thought you was a fool, but you're not. You're the fool in your new start. You're the fool that did the work. You're the fool that followed your own inner guidance. Do you understand? Not some projection or other people's opinion. Which is mad. Like, it's not even down to us to try and work out why these people think the way they think. It is what it is, collective. Do you understand? They're being laid to rest, period. They don't want it to be the end. Oh, well. You should have thought about that before you took the actions you did. Yeah. You learned the power of walking away. Do you know how powerful that is? To walk away from conflict and chaos, especially when people are trying to argue with you. Because I know having a human experience, your natural reaction would be to defend yourself. That's your right. But this is what these people wanted. But they want you to defend yourself in a very aggressive kind of way, where you're going to like argue back and go back and forth. We ain't got time for that. It's still an energy exchange. And once you realize that, it's like a light bulb moment, like, oh shit. Even some people that like to phone you around, just another thing I will tell you. People that like to phone you around in the out the blue, acting like they got something to tell you or they want to speak about something, but they don't say nothing at all. Or they just try and gossip about other people, but they want to keep you on the phone. That's another energy exchange. And then by the time you get off the phone, you got to cut them people off. Either cut them people off, cut the conversation off, because they're just trying to drain you. And then once they see they get away with it once, they will continue to do it until you call them out on their shit. So if you know what you're doing, yeah, why would we need to call you out on your shit? Straight cut them off. No questions asked. We ain't got time for it. But that's what these people didn't bank on. They're angry at the fact of you healed and you transforming exactly who God wanted you to be. Nothing more, nothing less. And you work out of humility and gratitude. Unlike some individuals that act like they're entitled. I've seen that a lot. And that's not going to end well for a lot of people, but there comes a point where you're done talking. Do you understand? And for the collective, that's the point that we've been guided to be at. Say no more. So I just go on and say S&M, S&M, S&M. Yeah, so the burden that these people wanted for you is now on their back. And it's funny how they don't want you to persevere. So you persevered collective through defending yourself. But you did it correctly. Once you got the downloads and you realized who, what, when, and where, change the game. So that also tells me something in you is either activated or you remembered something. So you've done this in past lives, if that makes any sense. And the same people that keep coming for you came back this next life to come for you again. Let me just say that. But you persevered. You wasn't supposed to see the end of 2025. In fact, for some of you, you wasn't supposed to see 2025 full stop. Yeah. So be mindful of people coming in showing fake love. Remember, you've been deceived once already by the ones you held dearest to you. And you believe that they felt the same way about you. They didn't. This is why it was so easy for them to do what they did. They've always felt like that. They just hid it very, very well. But the minute they teamed up together, they decided not to hide it. But yet they still hid and did things from the darkness and behind closed doors. And you want the collective to respect that. These are people that clearly don't love themselves. They hate the fact that you love yourself, which is mad. But these are people that portray that they love themselves. They don't. They love items. They love material goods. These are very braggers. They like to show off. How are you flossing shit you stole from other people? How are you flossing material items that you obtained by taking out other people? But anyway, the way you're very diplomatic needs to be researched. The way the divine has molded your mind is outstanding. Definitely outstanding. The way you can see many different aspects, but then not include your own, if that makes any sense. Especially when you're trying to make a decision or give advice about something. You don't add your own feelings or you don't put yourself into it, if that makes any sense. You look at all angles. You don't make choices or decisions off of emotions. You go by logic. If it don't make sense, why are you entertaining it? Do you understand? Because what I learned is God don't give you confusion, and God definitely doesn't lie to you. People do. And as mad as it is, collective, it's always the ones closest to you. Yeah, you tapped into the essence of your magic. The magician card's on the bottom, so we'll see if it comes out. Yeah. Oh, this is so funny. Out of all the space, the Nine of Swords landed on. Shit, someone could be seeing 9-9 or somebody needs to call the police 999. Damn, collective. These people, they're in despair and anxiety, and I tell you why. Because you persevered.
This might be worth a loan for the time. On the 15th of October 2025, Capital were fined 14 million.
And also because they never expect you to defend yourself the way you did. They didn't see that coming. They was blindsided with how you defended yourself. But it's always been in you, collective. Do you understand? Sometimes I get that for some of you, because people didn't, whoever you was around at the time, didn't really understand on things you would say or things you spoke on. It's like you was around people that you wasn't even in alignment with. So you're on two different wavelengths. Do you understand? But because there was more of them that was on that wavelength, they made you feel that, oh, you're the odd one out. So if you want to continue being around us, you'd have to come onto our side type thing. That makes any sense? And for a lot of you, that's what you did. You kind of just went with the crowd, and it didn't feel right. And then you spend ages like going through your mind, like, why did I even do that for? And then you learn to like be like, nah. You just don't resonate with these people anymore. And that's okay. You outgrow people. That's just life, isn't it? But they didn't like it. They're angry at the fact of, this is not my word, this is what I just said, that you made them look stupid in this one-sided attack. So all the efforts you put in, you can see and reap the rewards of your success. And that's not even what he was asking for. I think for some of us, the main objective was to teach people, share the knowledge, do you understand? So that people can better assist themselves. But also be that catalyst to show that it doesn't matter how far you fall, if it's genuine and you're doing it with the right intentions, you can overcome anything. But they didn't expect you to overcome this though. Nope. So yeah, you'll start to see your own success. You're gaining recognition. I get that a lot of you never asked for this, but I think it's kind of like part and parcel. If that makes any sense. You can't keep staying here. Ooh, this is kind of on the fence. So I would say this. Yeah, some of you, this kind of come out like on the fence. I'm gonna take it in reverse. So that tells me, for a lot of you, now lovers doesn't have to be like romantic lovers. It could be lovers as in like your parents, family members that's meant to love you, friends that are meant to love you. But I do get a strong pull, and for some of you, this is some exes, including ex-friends, that are very hateful. But they're bound to the actions they took, and because they know They know you know, they're just not aware of how much you know. And that in itself is keeping them at bay, keeping them away, but they want to spy on you online. It makes no sense. But it is what it is. The right to let them be. Let them be. I know they are sat there discussing, like, look at all the things we did to them, like, and they're still going. And the fact that is like you remain the same. I think that drives them more mad than anything else. In all honesty, the fact that you didn't let what was done to you turn you just like these people. Oh yeah, these people had like a deadline for you, man. Yeah. Some of these people even place bets. Collective. I would love to get a dog, but we're not allowed dogs in here. Everywhere I go, I see dogs. Every time I open my phone, I see dogs. Every time I see an advert, it's about a dog. Every time I see a post on my For You page, it's about dogs. And I do love that. That also tells me something. Some of you have a lot of animal spirits protecting you, watching over you too. They was actually shielding you from some of these attacks. For some of you, not all, a few, this could go back to childhood. Your dog was they sacrificed your pets. That was done to hurt you. That was done to break your heart. And this way, this is how you can see the pattern. Because they're still following the same MO. It's literally like you would see something that you liked, fall in love with it, and then whatever parental figures you had around you would destroy it in your face. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, this is sick. They got enjoyment, they got off on breaking your heart. They got, for some of these, and including exes too, they got off on seeing you cry and seeing you hurt, knowing that they caused it. Let me tell you something. To all the ones on the right path, any tears you dropped through the hands and the bad treatment of others, let me tell you something. God collected all those tears. You understand? All of them. Now, these people are going to be paid back in kind. They're going to shed the same amount of tears, if not tenfold. Guaranteed. It does matter if they couldn't. All their projections. So when they're projecting how they feel about themselves, to make you feel that about yourself, because they've never amounted to nothing in life. Because they've never actually lived their dreams. But you know what they did do? Stole other people's. That was the highlight of their day, to know that they stole something from somebody else. They would celebrate about it, party about it, even fist pump about it. Oh yeah, they had a jolly good time. Not this time no more. This time is us collective. You are going to receive everything you wish for. This could have been 9 cycles, 9 lifetimes, or this has been going on for 9 generations. Or it could be 9 wishes. Whatever you know what you've been wishing for, so, or praying for, so yeah. And this is the positive, eventual positive outcome for the collective. Again, collective, it may not be in the shape or form that you expect. So we've had a potential positive outcome come out twice now. So that's confirmation, guys. So some of you have been crowned an empress. So that's this ranking you've been given in the spiritual realm, which is the highest ranking in it. I actually thought it was high priest because it just sounded better than empresses. Male or female. So if it's a man, you're an emperor, a divine emperor. If you're a female, you're a divine empress. I know people keep walking around with this title without the substance. You need to stop. Because God's got a funny way of not just exposing you, making you look and feel stupid. He will take you down a peg or two, or three or four, or five or six, or 7, 8, 9, 10. I joke. I do joking. But yeah. And the fact that you can laugh about it as well, do you know what? I go as far as to say is anytime these people are open, I don't know why they're stalking for, it's like, why are you watching something you can't stand? It's like every time they open up their app, whatever platform is on, and you come up on their For You page with the same energy you always had, if not evolved, so you've improved it. I literally see someone like slamming their phone down, and some people literally throwing their phone across the room violently, like, yeah, I can literally see it in the mind's eye. And some of them just slam their phone down. So if you see anybody with any cracked screens or any chips on their phone, that's where they got it from. Yeah. Yeah. That's you stand on your decisions. Any decisions you make, you don't backtrack. That's another thing as well. They try to use some type of spell work to change your mind, make you reconsider. That's not an option. Like, hello, is there anybody in there? Yeah, that's what I'm getting as well. They also don't want you to speak up and share your story. Because they know you sharing your story and your truth, you understand? Exposes their lies. Or puts them in a light that they didn't want to be seen in. Yeah, I think you're bored with these people. You're content, but you're bored with these people and their dumb shit. But they're being taken off, taken care of, taken off. Taken off. Oh. Some people may not even make this year. Some people are going to be taken off this realm. Some of them can sense it. Some of them blatantly know it because they've gone and asked and got confirmation whether they're going to got a reading. And for some of them, it's going to be a shock. Some of them know this and are hoping and praying. Oh, you want to pray now after everything you've done? That's funny. But it is what it is, isn't it? Do you, boo? Do you? Yeah. Yeah, they're praying about not being in or not having to live out generations in the Five of Pentacles. So what I see with that is this is why they've been going so hard because they know what's at stake. They've dishonored their ancestors. That's clear to see. They've also destroyed multiple of their bloodlines. So even after they pass, whatever the case may be, their bloodlines after that, that will be their existence. So many people are not gonna, they'll never get a new life. I mean, if they do get reincarnated, they're gonna be reincarnated back into their karma. Oh, damn. Oh, what can you say? What can you say? What Come on, Spirit. Man, why you got to dash it on the floor all the time? You just haven't got on the floor of cups. Yeah. For some of you, you've maintained this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, and because you did, yeah, if you're going to start to see things flowing soon, but what I can say is people may get the thought, but they can never turn a sword to you. There's a death being put to betrayal. I'm talking in the sense of you learn the lesson you need to learn. And anybody trying to come up against you in this kind of manner, to this kind of extent, will be shut down. They'll be stopped instantly in their tracks, what I'm hearing. And there's also a death you're having to worry about the shit that people did do. And I mean in the sense, sometimes when you keep experiencing something you're not sure why, it's like you can just expect it to happen all the time. Don't do that. Just know that not everybody's like that, and it's just who you allow to be in your space, or who you choose to go, or you chew. Somebody wanted you chewed out, or they want to chew you out. And that making me think that some people want to eat you. Oh, I can believe that. I can believe that. These people are so obsessed, they literally want to devour you. So just like saying someone's probably putting their money together. Remember what I said to you about the hospital? And I had pneumonia, and my instincts told me, don't go. I knew if I would have went, I wouldn't come out. I had this strong knowing from the fact that the ambulance was the way they just turned up out the blue. I didn't call them, so that was a red flag. And if anybody knows what pneumonia does, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just said, if it's my time, then so it be. But I didn't want to have to die like that because I didn't know when anybody was going to find me because I live by myself. So, and it's so funny. Within 24 hours, I could breathe again. Yeah, I was still weak for the fact that I couldn't eat for days. About a week, I think it was. But I literally could not speak like this. I couldn't take a breath. I was short of breath. I could literally say one word every 5 to 10 seconds. I could not have a sentence. That's how bad it was. I couldn't. If I laid down, it felt like something was squeezing me. So I had to sleep sitting up when I did sleep. Do you understand? It was horrific. I would never wish that on my worst enemy, but yeah. That was spell work, by the way. That was spell work. And it's so funny that now, I live in a different country, it's really funny how the same people, or not same people as in the same individuals, but of the same organization, in the States, I'm seeing a lot of people, these celebrities, pass through the same ailment. That's not a coincidence. I mean, these are rich ass people. How the hell are you catching pneumonia? Or what are you? That's a ritual. I live to tell the tale. But yeah, because you're staying in this, you remain balanced in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So that means like you stayed on an even keel. Maybe before it was kind of like sporadic, maybe. So if you stay balanced on an even keel, that tells me that these people in the reverse are all over the place. I just hope they're getting a taste of the real medicine. They don't like it. I just hope when God's finished with you, you're going to be begging the devil to take you. I don't know who that's for, but yeah. I won't wish that on anybody. The only thing I pray for, I pray that you heal. just say to you, collective, the devil had no strength over you. They tried to sacrifice you to the devil. Again, I don't know why I keep seeing the same thing. Not all, but there's a small few individuals, collective, that are real dark. You know they say once you're progressing in life, the devil doesn't rob an empty house. That's first thing, yeah. Unless you're of some type of importance, the devil ain't coming to you. Some of these people didn't even wait for the devil to give some proposition them. They went and found the devil. Do you understand? Yes. Some of these people also collective was trying to send some type of demonic energy, attach some type of demonic energy to you. Some of you they tried to sacrifice you to deities, just something that was going to control your vessel, just so they could receive some type of monetary means. But they had the work cut out. Because these little demons weren't ready. Do you know they came up against your protection, your spirit guides, and your ancestors? Woo! It was alright. Always remember, yeah, our ancestors was tortured so we could be here and live freely. It's about time so many people start to honor your ancestors. Seriously. They just didn't bank on your strength. You see how the lady looks like all angelic, like butter with milk kind of thing? Yeah, you have the strength of a lion, as well as the heart of a lion. Your resilience is impeccable. You've come far. They never, in a million years, expect you to get this far. They even wanted you in a coffin, behind bars, institutionalized, a flat out alcoholic, or strung out on drugs. Collective. Now that's the judgment of all of these people. Everything they wish they try to put onto you, they're now having to deal with. But for some of you, believe it or not, some of these individuals, well, I say a lot, they are functional addicts. Yeah. Very functional addicts. So clearly they must have some type of demonic entity running their vessel. But that's not normal. Some people have been doing it for a long time too. Yeah. People love you. You love yourself. Not only that, some of you, not all, but if that's what was in your divinities for you to have like a divine counterpart or a kingdom spouse, or which way you want to articulate it, they cancel that either. So there's no chance. Well, they're going to try, but it is what it is. You're going to know. They wanted to try and emulate that energy and then try and present themselves to you as your counterpart. But really, is that they wanted to scam you out of your own destiny because they destroyed theirs. The same people you chose to just turn your back on the bullshit they was doing, you didn't entertain it. They were trying to set you up anyway. They were trying to set you up. They're mad that you found happiness. And I'm saying happiness amidst all the dumb shit they've been trying to do to you. Yeah, that's in the reverse. So that tells me they use darker means to get what they wanted and it's backfiring. So anything you send out is going to come back to you. So that's probably why they're stalking your platforms to see and to view if any of the rituals or magic they've been doing. For some of you, I heard they made offerings. They did. They want to see if anything's taken effect. These people are funny, you know. You got to laugh, collective. You really got to laugh. You've really got to laugh. Even whilst you was in hermit mode, they perceived your hermit mode or you just being quiet as like you've lost or you've given up. No. God was building, shaping, and molding and healing you. And even whilst you was put in darkness, collective, what's the lamp there for? You lit up the way. You had to do this so that others could follow suit. Because these people have got things set where they don't want you to believe that anything's achievable. They want you to believe that the bullshit you're going for that minute is all you're ever going to get. They want you to believe that that's your destiny. In essence, if you do have everybody has a destiny, whatever it is, if it takes their liking, they'll hide it from you because they want it for themselves. Do you understand? I'm trying to steer you away. How many more? Actually, was this on the bottom? I can say how many more? So you have some type of eventual positive outcome for your best interest. This is something that they can't stop. They may have slowed it down or delayed it for a little bit of time, but divine timing is right on time. It'll be the perfect time for you, collective. But when these people in reverse, when they least expect it. Somebody on shit, really? You're walking in, you're already in your Ace of Cups. You're already in your Ace of Cups. Somebody may need to be, someone may end up getting sectioned, possibly even arrested. Some or a few, but they're so hell bent and so laser focused. When whatever it is happens and they bear witness to it, I don't know, somebody may even have a heart attack. Like they will get that stress and that worked up, it's going to cause them to have some type of heart attack or stroke. That's unfortunate, but self-inflicted, in it. I don't understand if the thing where you was working your fingers to the bone, going to like 3, 4 different jobs, and then that happened. That's unfortunate. But these have been deliberate, malicious, diabolical, nefarious. Words I couldn't even describe. I don't know where I'm getting half these words from, but because these words I don't use. Yeah. So some families may be mourning these people in the reverse. But you're living your Eight of Cups, collective. Yeah, this is judgment. For some of you, you have the authority of judgment, so you can call judgment because you've been tested, you've been tried and tested multiple times. multiple times and you didn't fold. And these people in the reverse, it didn't take them that long. Yeah, judgment. So whatever this thing is that's coming in for you, that's their judgment. For them, and the thing is, they don't have to watch, but they choose to be stalkers, diabolical stalkers, and it is what it is. So don't apologize and look for bad. And remember, collective, no reconciliation. Period. Because only come back to finish the job. Remember that. Yeah. They give me the money. Give me the money, honey. Give me the money. Give me the money, honey. I don't know why I keep looking at this, but yeah. Okay. So, spirit. I'm not about to say all these people are gonna ever get what they want. And spirit says, probably not. It's like these people don't want to change their own mindset. They want to change good people's mindset or attack them so much that people end up saying, you know what, I can't take it anymore. I may as well just be an evil bastard like these people. No. So don't fall for it, collective. They benefit from enslaving other people, other vessels. They sign contracts they can't get out of. But remember, that's their choice that they made. You understand? They don't have the authority or the power to inflict or take control of someone else's free will. That's what they like to do. They like to control people. It's like they want to puppet individuals. Even their flying monkeys they've got around them. Do you think they give a damn about these people? No. If they was given the option, you wouldn't even need them. You wouldn't even need to ask them twice for them before they would throw their flying monkeys under the bus. You wouldn't even get to the end of your sentence and it would have dashed them under the bus. Every one of them, I guarantee you. There's no loyalty amongst thieves. And these are people that like to spread forward narratives and act like you stole from them. How? When you're out here forging signatures, putting people in fake marriages, stealing people's identity. It's like the evidence is stacking up. And they know this too. This is why they have people in all these different positions to help get rid of evidence, or so they think. Do you understand? By you, as they perceive not getting justice, that makes them feel like they've won. So, what else do you want my collective to know, Spirit, about this energy or this year? People, places, or things. What else does my collective need to know? People, places, or things. That was quick. Yeah, I told you. I just said about no reconciliation. It's a no. So that's telling me that anybody that, listen, I would just say anybody from your past, let them go. Especially ones that were just sat watching what was going on, knew about it, and chose to keep quiet. Or they was paid to keep quiet. But believe that now they can make an entrance right before your blessings drop. I don't think so. Yeah, for sure, that's what their plot is. So you got somebody, whether that be friend, family member, an ex, even a stranger that you haven't met that's connected to this organization, that may try and come in. It's like offer you a crumb only to gain the whole pie, but steal it, not consensually. That's what I'm hearing, not consensually. For sure, they believe their plots and plans is going to come to fruition. And they believe whatever they believe, but the divine is saying, definitely not. Nope. Whatever these people are thinking, Spirit is saying, don't count on it. Shit, no way. Oh my days. Don't bet. Oh my gosh, don't bet on it. Nope. You must be having a laugh. Not a chance. Surely not. It's the don't bet on it that did it for me. Probably not. This is funny. Spirit is saying, ask again next lifetime. Shit. Because some of you may not make it to see next lifetime. Ooh, and I say yes. Yeah. And it is likely that someone's going to try and approach you. Or try and give you some type of sob story. Maybe even come to you with some fake ass tears. Remember, they got to rehearse to get that one little tear that can't go past their tear duct. But they're going to act like they're profusely breaking down. Come on now. They have crocodile tears, just like the crocodile teeth. A teeth of lies. They certainly will try attempt something. It's out of desperation. Or they may use like an excuse, whether that be, oh, my family member died, or oh, I've got this illness, I don't have long to live. But you made that choice. They're trying to look for some type of sympathy. In these demonic people's minds, use any type of sympathy, even a texture of sympathy, to them, it's like a crack in the door for them to be able to get their foot in the door. These people are believing their own delusions. They don't understand why shit didn't work. They don't understand why things backfired. They also can't understand your protection. And the Divine's asking them, what do you think? Like, people play fool like they're acting like, oh, I don't know why I'm going through this. I don't know why I'm getting all these backfires. The energies you send out is the energy you get back. Let's take a drink of water then. Excusez-moi. So else is important to know about these people? Wherever it is, some of you, I don't know if it's some type of idea or creative endeavor that you've been pondering on, but you're unsure or You don't want to risk it if it's not going to pan out for you. And the divine wants you to know, yes, it will. So wherever you're unsure of, don't be unsure of that. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is the most, whatever idea is or download you was given, that's affirming it. Go ahead. When you're ready, but don't leave it too long. Yeah, you're in this energy because you accepted your fate, not the fate that these people had mapped out for you. They're not God. Yeah, this is confirming it again. That would be a yes. But some of you, you may be meeting, you may come into contact with, if you haven't already, with a kingdom spouse, male or female. That's destined. But the reason why it's been done the way it is purely because, like I said, is some things have been kept hidden until the right time. And this is why. Because these people have been trying to like see ahead. In no way, shape, or form will these people be able to impact your connections or even your life ever again. Unless you allow them to. You know what I mean? Unless you allow them to. I don't think you will. No, you won't. You won't collect it. My collective ain't stupid. Not at all. You're not stupid. And for some of you, you undoubtedly know what you know. So you may have someone that may want to come and try and act like you've got some type of misconception or you got it wrong. No, you didn't. Not at all. I gotta finish my hair now, as you can see. You know, I've forgotten how tiring braiding is. But I'm glad for the break though. Yeah. But I think you can see. No, you can't. What else I've incorporated into it? On a need to know basis, boo boo. Certainly. These are people that like to don't like to, they try to jack your style. Or they literally try to steal your swagger. These are people that don't know how to be themselves. So that tells me they spent so many years, decades, however long it is, pretending to be someone else or pretending to be other people, pretending to be multiple people. Which again, collective, that's a them problem, not a collective problem. Because we've all probably been at some point in life, you know. So that's not an excuse. That's not going to apply for my collective. Nope. Nope. Not now. Not never. Not ever. Embrace who you are. Don't let these keep moving forward. Don't let these people make you feel like, oh, you're abnormal. No, the shit they did was abnormal. Why would you want to be the same? Why can't you just be yourself? Be authentic. That's they don't kind of like they hate your authenticity. It's because these people that they follow each other. They do the same, speak the same, eat the same, sleep with the same people, spread the same diseases, steal the same, lie the same, corrupt the same, dress the same. It's like there's no individuality with these individuals. But yeah, I hope that helps anyway. I hope that gave you, even if it was a little bit of insight, I hope it gave you some, even if it's like a smidgens of insight. It doesn't matter. 111. Thank you guys. Thank you for my likes. I didn't need gifts if anybody sent any. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I was going to say, embrace being yourself. Don't let people bully you because you're being everything that they just dream to be, but they just don't have the courage to be themselves. So they like to play it safe. No. I did that and it got me nowhere. Do you understand? You end up losing yourself to the point of, if you let it go on for too long, you end up in the shell that you can't come out of. And it literally turns you into like into kind of like a recluse. If that makes any sense. You won't believe it or not, there was a point in time where I was going through so much abuse. I had agoraphobia. Me. If you knew when I was abused the last time, and there's proof of this because the place I went to theatre, I literally couldn't speak. I don't know why, I just couldn't speak. And I had such bad anxiety, I had to physically hold something for like comfort. I don't know why I went through this, but I'm kind of glad I did because then anybody else is experiencing this, I can support them in any way, shape, or form in it. Do you know what I mean? But I couldn't speak. I literally, and I remember I went to theatre, which was like once a week for 2 hours, and I couldn't speak. It took me 3 weeks of going to be able to, and I couldn't look at me, but I was literally like this. I couldn't physically look at someone and have a conversation. I would have never, if you put me in front of a camera, I'd run. I'd probably hide behind a curtain. And I did that. And I did my first play, I never forget. And then once I saw the audience, I just started shaking. And I felt physically sick. And I remember I tried to hide behind the curtain. And a kind lady came up to me and she was like, don't be scared. Like, you've come this far. Like, remember how you started and look at you now. It was mad. I couldn't speak. But yeah, I would have to hold a flannel and like this. And it took me 3 minutes just to say my name. But then I kind of built it up gradually and gradually and gradually. And that was the start. And I went from getting, check this out, I would get lines in a play, yeah, where I would say 2 words in 2 different sections of the play, and that's my only part, where everybody else would have like a full line or a full paragraph to say. And then I went from being at the back of the play to the last play we did it in front. I think it was Sherry Eugene. I actually got like a newspaper cut, so it was in the paper as well. And I was at the front, and I had about 5, 6 different lines, and I remembered all of them. Even that is what it's like. It was hard for you to remember little, even like in the play, even if you say like 1 or 2 words, it's like, because your focus has got to be everywhere. Sometimes you would forget your lines and I'd be like, shit, and then that would make you feel even worse. So I had to do it all of that, but I did it. And then there was a time where I couldn't go past my front door. I would literally get as far as the gate, and it felt like there was like a force field. I would open the gate, and it's literally like my feet was in a bucket of cement. I kid you not. It's like I wanted to step over that threshold, but I couldn't do it. And I would just end up going back in, and yeah, and I was like that for about a couple of years actually. Yeah, but that got me out because I physically couldn't do it. And I don't understand why, but I think it was just I don't know if it was PTSD or just the trauma of everything just imploded all at one point. Yeah, it was the last abusive relationship I was in, where I got battered in my sleep. got my hair pulled out, got bit in my face, beat with a golf club. But look at me now, guys. Look at me now. So I had to overcome a lot, and at the same time, whilst being attacked and stolen from, and the false reports done on you, I'm kind of glad because look at me now. Clean and sober. Ain't I a gem, guys? Ain't I joking? So yeah, I was glad to be able to share it. So I come far. Actually, I'm not actually finding that paper cut. No, I know I put it away. I put it away. I got it in the small version. I got it in the big one as well. I might actually post it. Yeah, I might actually post it. But anyway, guys, it was nice talking to everybody. So, no, if you want a reading, you have to send me a message. Do it the right way. I don't understand why you people are so disrespectful. You don't see nobody else doing it like that. Do you know what I mean? So, what makes you think you can come over here and do that shit? Nah. So anyway, thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for